only reason Andre Blake isn't in Europe is because he's Jamaican.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Your favorite analysts are here to provide their feedback on the latest happening in the world of sports. So, fans out there, we have noticed that on several occasions, the question of who is the best goalkeeper in Concacaf has come up for debate. The analysts are here to give their perspective on the best goalkeeper in the region. This is not in alphabetical order, but Andre Blake is the name on the lips of the analyst. But before we go into the details, we want you fans out there to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscription button. We can't do it without you. So welcome to the Sports DTM family by clicking the button below the video, red subscriber word on the right, lower right of the video. Just click it, simple, and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Andre Blake voted MLS goalkeeper of the year for the last season. His stats were very impressive. A 77.8 save percentage, right? 8 clean sheets from 34 games. He only let in 18 goals in those 34 games. That's no easy feat for any goalkeeper and for one playing in the MLS. He was also named in the MLS Best 11. Eddie, is the verdict Andre the best?
I prefer to say Andre will be the best. I don't think he's quite there yet, but he's pushing Navas, and Navas pretty much running scared, Navas don't look like him ready right now, and I want to say Blake, but I think Navas slightly have an edge, even though I don't see any weakness in Andre's game right now. As I said before, 77% pretty much shot save rate, and he's an excellent goalkeeper. And I'm seeing a lot of mistakes by Navas, but Navas is at that high level, playing in the Champions League, playing against the best in the world, playing in the big league. So the opposition and the work that Navas is doing slightly give him the edge. But I would want to see Blake in a much bigger league, so he can show the world say he's actually the best in Concacaf.
So Navas really looked very suspect in the last match that he played, at semi-final Champions League match, and positioning were totally off. So I don't know if we judge them based on their last performances and the match before the last one that Blake played, 7 exceptional saves. Right? So should Navas be part of the discussion?
Well, to be fair, since you mentioned best in CONCACAF, you can bring up people named like, the USA goalie Zach and also Ochoa. They're worth mentioning. But if you have to create a list of the best, clearly you have to start with number one, which is clearly Andre Blake. And then as you flow down, you have Navas, and then you have Zach, and then Ochoa. Ochoa's past his prime. But one thing for sure, based on how you saw how Navas played in the Champions League, granted, mine is against a much higher rated opponent and competition. Some of those mistakes some goalies shouldn't make, and I never see Andre making such mistake. You understand? So I'd have to give him that in Concacaf, and we're gonna prove it too in Gold Cup. And so you're going to see, when them play in a similar league, there's no argument at that point. But for my list, I'd obviously have Blake at number one. I named the rest, but I would have Blake at number one.
Balak, it's not the first time Blake has been named best goalkeeper in MLS. So talk to me. Him stats really prove that him head and shoulder above the rest, or I'm still a lag behind.
No, well, he's definitely not behind. Like for me, he is. I wouldn't say head and shoulder because you gotta factor in. Navas is playing in a bigger league. Higher rated opponents and stuff like that. But for me, it's AB for me. Like time and time again, he has kept Jamaica like our national team in the games like consistently. And like to concede only 18 goals, I'm sure Manuel Neuer has conceded more than that. But like that like when you really think about it, 18 goals conceded for the whole season, that's
34 games.
that's really impressive. I must say, that's really impressive. So for me, Andre Blake number one, Kayla Navas. And I mean, obviously Kayla Navas has a longer resume and all that, more titles and all that. But Andre Blake for me.
Ricky, what's the verdict on Blake's position in CONCACAF?
Honestly, if you should grade them by the length of their career and where they have been, clearly Navas would be number one. But currently, Blake is playing better between the six. He's stopping the shots that needs to be stopped, not making any silly mistakes. So if we're just working on this season alone, definitely Blake over Navas, Ochoa, Stephen, and the rest of them that fall behind. So yeah, man. For me, Blake is number one right now in CONCACAF.
Why don't you think Blake not get that big European contract yet? So leave those comments in the comment section below. We want to hear your views. Why Blake not get the big contract? Because he's better than Keeper, he's better than Pickford. So tell me why the European teams now want to reach out to Blake. Blake, Mr. Blake's agent, why you lock off your phone? Because clearly you do that, why them not call you. But Adrian, what's the verdict? What's your verdict on this?
Kurt, I heard my fellow analysts dancing all around in terms of who is the best goalkeeper in CONCACAF. And let me tell you something, categorically for the last couple of years, it has been Andre Blake. I put it to you that you can search as many tapes as you want to search and look all over to see if you can find Andre Blake making howlers and large errors. You can't find it. He has been that solid. He was solid from he came in the national team from about 2014, 15 thereabout. He has been MLS keeper 2 times in his career over there. And the only reason why he's not playing in Europe, and I won't talk about his agent because I don't know what happened behind the scene, but the only reason Andre Blake isn't in Europe is because he's Jamaican. Jamaica has ranked very lowly over the last couple of years. And because of our ranking up to 2017, when he was the top performing goalkeeper in the Concacaf Gold Cup 2017 tournament, himself and a couple of the Reggae Boyz could not get a work permit in the UK because we were outside of the top 50. We're now in the top 50, and it's expected that with that rise and continuous rise, more for our players will get that opportunity. Kayla Navas, on the other hand, a very good goalkeeper as well. But guess what happened? If it is that Costa Rica did not perform well in the 2014 tournament, where he did perform well as well, but more importantly, if they weren't ranked about 16 at the end of that year, then certainly Real Madrid wouldn't be calling. Jamaica, on the other hand, would have been traveling from 91, 77, 60 odd, those type of regions. So therefore, when the European clubs come calling, you have a work permit barrier. But I put it to you that if Jamaica keeps on rising, watch out. Andre Blake will be there like a Spider-Man, holding on to those balls, making the saves. And I don't want to even hear them tell me about he's just a shot stopper. He has made jaw-dropping saves, good timing, few and far between errors. He's just an excellent goalkeeper, and we have to give him his credit for what he is.
And you didn't mention that him actually have a very good kick and him can pass the ball.
Yeah,
So you
man.
can just add those to the
Yeah,
list.
man. Add it to it. Look at his game. Good passing with the feet. Good aerial command of the entire box. He is an excellent goalkeeper. That is why they have held on for him for so long. But the only reason why he hasn't made that big jump to Europe is because of the ranking of the Jamaican national team. And we're now in the top 50 a little more consistently. And once it is that we keep that up, watch it. Philadelphia Union can't hold on to him forever.
Ray, I think it's
Hopefully
too
he
late.
hasn't
He's
passed his
age
best yet.
30.
No, not quite. He has some time. I almost put it at 36 thereabout before the stocks start to fall. But there's still time for him at age 30. Something have happened in the next 2 years for sure. So if our ranking as Adrian said, keep climbing, then it's either now or never in the next 2 years. The ranking plus his performance, there should be
Definitely.
is either a big paycheck at where he's at now, or a move to somewhere else for a bigger paycheck maybe and exposure, and in which he would just push just end his career whichever other team and carry him into his late 30s, hopefully.
Eddie, talk to me about the support staff for Blake. We say the defense line and so on.
Well, I know with the Reggae Boys, him have a pretty much decent outfit in front of him at times. So, but with Philadelphia Union, it might be a little bit less. So we've seen better performances, I would say, with Philadelphia Union. And that will make him look even better because he'll be facing a lot of shots. So he'll be doing more work.
Show up more.
He have to show up more pretty much. And if you compare that with Navas have a pretty good, strong defense in front of him. So face less shots, going to look less impressive at times, but also more pressure. So hence I see the mistakes coming out because the lights are bigger when Navas is playing. So
To
Balak.
go there, man. Man
Balak,
can only
what,
play where I'm that, man. We talking about.
Balak,
City of
what
Lions.
Blake need to do to win the votes of the people who say that he's not the best in Concacaf?
You just gotta keep doing what he's doing. That's that's just a long and short. He has been consistently the best in Concacaf for, like Adrian said, from like 2017. The thing is, I hope he's not past his best, because it would be so sad that he's past his best. And his best was when Jamaica was outside the top 50 and hence couldn't get a work permit for it. Yeah, but all he has to do is remain consistent. Keep doing what he's doing.
There you have it, sports DTM fans. A quick look at our very own Reggae Boy goalkeeper captain, Andre Blake. Some say that he's the best in the region, some say that he's the best in CONCACAF. But we want to hear from you, so leave those comments in the comment section below. Where do you place Blake in CONCACAF as a goalkeeper? He has won the MLS Goalkeeper of the Year twice, and he has been performing exceptionally well in MLS. One of the best goalkeeper in MLS right now. Leave those comments in the comment section below. Remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. Yeah, man, click that red button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. Be blessed.